Okay, so today we're diving into Abby Jimenez's novel, The Night We Met. And this is a story that is all about one single choice and the messy, complicated, but totally powerful domino effect that follows. This right here is the question at the absolute heart of the entire book. It's that classic what if that just grabs you and doesn't let go. You know, what happens when your gut is telling you one thing, but you choose the other path? So how does it all start? Well, believe it or not, it all comes down to one seemingly small decision that ends up changing absolutely everything. All right, so picture this. It's late, you're leaving a concert, and you need a ride home. That's our main character, Larissa, and she's got two options, who happen to be best friends, Mike and Chris. It's a total coin flip moment, but this one little choice is what kicks off the entire story. And boom, right there, from Chris's point of view, we get the consequence. He just lays it out so simply, but you can feel the weight of it, can't you? She chose Mike. And with those three words, the paths for all three of them are set, and the central conflict of a story is born. And that one choice, it throws us right into this super classic, angsty situation, a wrong-time romance, where everyone is in a really, really complicated spot. So let's break it down. On one side, you've got Larissa and Mike. They're the new couple, he's charming, he's the life of the party, he's the quote-unquote right choice on paper. But then, there's Larissa and Chris. With him, there was this instant spark. He's the quiet, thoughtful one, and he becomes the giant what-if hanging over everything. And here's the kicker. It wasn't just in Larissa's head. We find out Chris felt it too, right from the jump. This just adds this whole other layer of tension, because now we know it's mutual. This pull they have toward each other is very, very real for both of them. Okay, so Larissa's with Mike. Story over, right? Oh, not even a little bit. Because even though she's officially in a relationship, her connection with Chris just keeps getting deeper and deeper through all these small, quiet moments. I mean, just look at how this plays out. Mike's too hungover for a family emergency, so Chris steps up. Her car is buried in snow, and who's out there clearing it without even being asked? Chris. They start having these little secret hangouts, bonding over books, and slowly, he becomes the one person she can actually count on. He keeps showing up in ways her boyfriend just doesn't. And you can just feel Larissa's confusion here, can't you? She's waiting for that big, obvious feeling of love for Mike to hit her, and it just doesn't. She starts to realize that spark she's supposed to be feeling, her candle is flickering out. And this is really the core difference between them. Sure, Mike's the fun guy you have a great time with at a party, but Chris is the one who sees her. He's the one who notices the little things, like when she needs to eat or she's just exhausted. He just gets it. And that kind of quiet care becomes impossible to ignore. So you know something has to give, right? You can't have this much unspoken tension simmering under the surface forever. Well, here's where it all boils over, and the whole situation just explodes. All right, a quick but really, really important piece of info before we move on. Anaphylaxis. It's a severe allergic reaction that can actually kill you, and you need to remember that for what happens next. And this is the moment everything shatters. They're on a Christmas trip, and a drunk Mike, who knows she has a severe nut allergy, kisses her right after eating nuts. It triggers a massive allergic reaction, and suddenly, her life is in real danger. In that moment of absolute chaos, with Chris literally trying to save her, this is what's going through her mind. It's not just the medical terror, it's the realization that everything, her relationship, the friendships, the entire illusion is completely, totally ruined. So, after that nightmare, Chris and Larissa finally get together. But this is no fairy tale ending, not by a long shot, because their decision to be together comes with a huge, huge cost. I mean, just look at the fallout. First, you've got this lifelong friendship between two best friends just destroyed. Then their relationship has to be a secret because their friends would never understand. They're basically forced to become the villains in their own story, dealing with all this social pressure. But even with all that hanging over them, look at where Larissa's head is at. She's basically saying, I don't care. I will take you in secret over not having you at all. That's how much this connection means to her. She's all in, no matter what it costs her. So what's the big takeaway here? What's this story really trying to tell us? Well, it all seems to boil down to these three incredibly powerful forces: love, choice, and that mysterious thing we call chemistry. And honestly, Chris just says it perfectly right here. You can try to analyze it.
to break it down. But at the end of the day, some connections are just fundamental. They defy logic. It's not a decision, it's a force of nature. It just is.
And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? Larissa took the wrong turn that night. But the story suggests that some connections have their own kind of gravity. No matter how far you stray, they have the power to pull you right back to where you were always meant to be.
And this is just the perfect thought to land on. After everything they went through, all the drama, all the heartache, none of it changes this one core truth for Chris. For him, it was always her. It was always going to be her. So that leaves us with a question to think about. Think about those sliding doors moments in your own life, the big choices and the small ones. If you could actually go back, would you pick the other door?